Hey, what's up, guys? So I've been out sick for 2 days now, and I've been thinking about how should I say thank you to everybody that helped out on Saturday at the 12 hours of Christmas. And I mean, well, it really wiped me out, but I did want to say thank you. I couldn't really put it into 160 characters on the text messages like I usually do, because obviously there's so much more to say. But if you helped out on Saturday, I want to say thank you. I mean, on a personal note, I was just so proud of what happened, what we were able to do to get 17 volunteers out there for 12 hours straight. To be able to make that many balloons is just amazing. I wish I could have done this when I was, I don't know, 16 years ago. When I was 19, I tried to do a group similar to this and it failed miserably. And so it is a beautiful thing to have finally been able to have trained enough people to have shared this silly little thing of making a balloon animal to make a kid happy, and get that many people trained up and be able to go out there was just incredible. I mean, 425 foster kids getting a balloon animal from, it's just so. On a personal note, thank you. It's obviously not about me, on behalf of the kids, I want to say thank you. I mean, I know we didn't really see much of it. We just saw a bunch of happy, smiling kids when they were playing all those games that least of these put together. But I mean, I know that some of their stories. I've been to camp with them. I spent 5 days in a cabin with a couple of them, and I know bits and pieces of several of those kids' stories. And I can tell you, there's kids there that are just dying on the inside because their dad won't get out of rehab. They're crying hysterically because they want their mom and dad to get better. Um, there's kids that have been through multiple homes in the past year, bouncing around, trying different, just they've been abused by their biological parents, by uncles, by grandmas, by grandpas, by moms and dads. They've been through hell. And while I don't know all those stories, I know a couple of them, and I can just it was just a beautiful thing to be able to do that for them. We brought them, no, sorry, we were a small part of bringing them great happiness on Saturday, bringing them the Christmas spirit, bringing them great, just, what's that silly phrase? Glad seasons of tidings and joy, or whatever, however that song goes. I mean, that is beautiful. So, whether you do this ministry because you're like me, you believe that there is good and there's evil in this world, and you want to fight against it, you want to stand for something. If you want to stand for those that have been hurt by evil in all of its forms, to stand with and for Jesus Christ, to personally speaking, who has been me having been a person that's been saved by from a life of evil. I mean, that has been saved, or maybe worse than a life of evil, just a life of complacency, which is something I see so often these days. People that just know that there's a problem there and they don't do anything about it. An attitude of I don't care, it's not my problem. You made a difference. If you're like me and that's what you're trying to do with your life, you made a difference in the lives of those kids, in a small way, of course, but it's beautiful. We never know what kind of impact they're going to have. And because I know all the members in my group, I know that there are people out there that are in our group that come to the lessons and they come to these events, and they are just good-hearted people. They're just I shouldn't say good-hearted. They're not. They're good-hearted people. They're humanitarians. Maybe they don't believe in a good or an evil. They don't believe in what I believe in. That's their choice. But if you were there to make the world a better place, you did it. You did it, and it was wonderful. And I look forward to everything we're going to be doing in 2019. And I just am so grateful for all of my volunteers. I wish there was so much more I could do for you guys, but I know you're not in it to get anything out of it. You're in it to do something for them. So God bless you all. We got a couple more events coming up in 2018 that I'll send information out. But above all else, Joy and I just really want to say thank you for coming out. Thank you for being there. It was It was awesome. So thank you guys.